Hello everyone, this is gonna be a very quick and also unusual video because this framing angle and whatnot, I just haphazardly put the lights around to film it, and that is because I want to show you something. So I know many of you will know about this accessory, the Apple Magic Keyboard. It is a very nicely designed accessory from Apple for their iPads. They are available in both 11-inch and 12-something inch, I don't quite remember. This is a small one. Just imagine that the big one is a proportionately scaled up version of the small one. So with that out of the way, since I like the Apple Magic Keyboard so much, I found a similar accessory for Samsung tablets. They are made by a lot of different companies, and I found this. This is actually an OEM design. There are a lot of different sellers selling this in particular, this exact same design, but with a different name. So yeah, that is a telltale sign of OEM. So I got one. This thing is not cheap. It is at about like 50 or 60 US dollars like this. I got this for like 220 something ringgit Malaysia, which is rather expensive, but still a lot cheaper than the Apple Magic Keyboard. And oh boy, my summary to you guys is please do not buy this keyboard. It's really bad in terms of quality. So let me show you why. When we said that the Apple Magic Keyboard for the 12-inch version is just a proportionally scaled up version, they took it literally. So as you can see here, we got this line here for the hinge for the tablet to, tilt up and down. And then the camera cutout is here, and you have all of the space that I use because the iPad is more like a 4:3 aspect ratio compared to the Samsung Galaxy Tab's 16:10 aspect ratio. So when they scaled it up from the Apple Magic Keyboard, they literally retain that scale as well, as in the aspect ratio. So okay, this is the one thing that I need to show you first. So the iPads have a aspect ratio of somewhere around 4:3. Since Samsung's aspect ratio is at 16:10, it won't be that square of a shape. And what do you do with all of these extra space since the tablet only goes to about here? Well, they don't do anything. They just leave a gap here. As you can see, I think you can peek through, right? Yeah, they just leave a massive gap there. And that means this keyboard case for the Tab S10 Plus leaves a lot of empty space for no particular reason. And you do have the S Pen cutout here, so you can take it out easily, which is kind of good, kind of not good. It will, have the S Pen knock around and whatnot, and you might potentially lose it, but then again, the magnetic strength is quite strong, so not particularly worried about it. The overall design is very similar to the Apple Magic Keyboard, but when we open it up though, oh boy, this thing is flimsy as hell. So the hinge is moved towards the lower part, and I think they did this is because they want to maintain the center of gravity. So they have to do some adjustments to the design to make it stable, but it is still very back heavy, and it might tilt if I just push on the screen a little bit. And you can see how wobbly it actually is, which makes this accessory just unstable for the Tab S10 Plus. Yeah. The adjustment angles aren't particularly easy as well, because when you try to tilt it, it feels like the whole thing is gonna collapse. More like this hinge here is stiff for the tilt adjustments, but this bottom hinge here to hold the entire tablet up is not that strong. Yeah, and each time I want to open up this tablet, it feels like this whole thing is flexing very hard. It's just, yeah, this bottom piece is just very flimsy. And as you can see here, I can literally bend it with one finger. And you can see it bending. This is quite extreme. However, the keyboard is actually quite nice to type on. They have very good travel distance, and it also has backlighting. I'm not particularly a fan of backlighting, but okay. And the trackpad is also here, and you can use it as well. The whole setup here is connected to the tablet via Bluetooth, so it does need a separate battery, and you turn on the keyboard by just hitting this power button here. You just push it to the side, then it turns on, and then you pair it with your tablet. Overall, the keyboard part is okay. but it's just the overall construction of these cases not that good. So if you're considering to buy yourself a Apple Magic Keyboard lookalike for your Galaxy Tab S10 Plus, they don't even have such keyboard for the Ultra because the Ultra is way too big and way too heavy, and I think this design just doesn't work for that weight unless they do some sort of research and development, which OEM factories usually don't do. So yeah, if you're considering to buy this keyboard for your Tab S10 Plus, Tab S9 Plus or whatever, then just don't. The overall construction is bad. Oh yeah, if I do it like this, you can see the thing just doesn't close properly as well. Yep, it is just that badly made. This is the box that it comes in, don't buy it. And even the user manual is all talking about the iPad and nothing about the Galaxy Tab S9 because they literally just took the keyboard design from the iPads, scale it up to fit the Samsung tablets and call it a day. Again, don't buy it.